Rowan Atkinson has had a roller coaster ride in his career and life. From serious accidents to failing health, Atkinson's life took a tragic turn. So, what happened to Rowan Atkinson? Find out in this video to learn more about the life and surprising end of this comedy legend, early life and career. Rowan Atkinson, born January 6, 1955 in Newcastle, England, is one of the world's most famous comedy stars. He is best known for his role as Mr. Bean, a character that has become a global cultural icon. Before his rise to fame as Mr. Bean, Atkinson began his acting career in the 1980s, with roles in the hit comedy shows Not the 9 O'Clock News and Blackadder. Throughout his career, Atkinson has demonstrated a unique ability to act, blending physical and subtle humor, which has helped him build a loyal fan base around the world. In addition to Mr. Bean, he is also popular in the film series Johnny English, where he plays a clumsy but lovable spy. Despite his simple acting style and few lines, Atkinson's subtle expressions have made him a legend in the comedy world. Rowan Atkinson began his artistic career at Newcastle University, where he studied electrical engineering. However, his passion for acting led him to change direction and enter the entertainment industry. Atkinson's first career breakthrough came from the comedy show Not the 9 O'Clock News, where he demonstrated his talent for combining intelligence and humor. The success of this show gave Atkinson greater opportunities, opening up acting opportunities on big stages. One of his big career breakthroughs was his role in Blackadder, a historical comedy show where Atkinson played the main character, Edmund Blackadder, a fictional character who is intelligent and always finds ways to bend the law to achieve his goals. Although completely different from his later roles, Blackadder helped Atkinson affirm his talent and diverse acting ability, opening the door for future projects. However, the road to success was not always full of roses. Before having a big breakthrough, Atkinson had to face many difficulties in the early years of his career. He once shared that developing and portraying the character of Mr. Bean was not easy. It took a long time to determine the acting style and the story he wanted to tell through this role. Even in the early stages, Atkinson encountered a lot of opposition from producers because they were uncertain about the success of a character with few lines like Mr. Bean. However, thanks to his perseverance and passion, Atkinson created a humorous, unique character that no one could replace. It can be said that Mr. Bean is the work that marked the great success of Rowan Atkinson. First broadcast in 1990, Mr. Bean is a character who does not have many lines, but Atkinson's every move, look, and expression is enough to create hearty laughter for viewers. Mr. Bean's clumsy but cute personality makes viewers feel both funny and lovable. From silly situations in everyday life to absurd actions in awkward situations, Mr. Bean has become an indispensable part of the lives of audiences, not only in the UK, but also around the world. Mr. Bean's success does not stop at attracting millions of viewers on television. With its widespread popularity, Mr. Bean has become a global brand, with movies, special programs, and even related products. In particular, the movies Bean, 1997, and Mr. Bean's Holiday, 2007, left a deep impression on fans. The behind-the-scenes stories about Atkinson taking on this role are also very interesting. During filming, Atkinson had to focus on every smallest detail in the character's expressions and actions. Not just a comedy role, Mr. Bean was a big challenge for Atkinson, as he had to convey all emotions and situations through his eyes and gestures, which required him to be creative and highly disciplined. Despite being a comedy star, behind the laughter he brings, Atkinson also has to deal with family difficulties and pressure from the public. Have you ever wondered how lonely a celebrity like Atkinson can feel despite being surrounded by attention and love? Discover the untold stories of Rowan Atkinson's personal life now. Personal life and ups and downs. Rowan Atkinson, despite being a famous comedy star, has a rather private personal life. In 1990, he married Sunetra Sastry, a British makeup artist. The two met while Sunetra was working on the show Blackadder. They have 2 children together, a son and a daughter. Their marriage lasted 24 years, and during this time, Atkinson maintained the image of a family man, staying away from the limelight to spend time taking care of his children and his wife. However, like many other famous couples, their marriage was not without its difficulties. After 24 years of living together, in 2014, they decided to divorce. This separation was not an easy event for Atkinson, because this relationship lasted for a large part of his life. Although not revealing too many details about the reason for the separation, many sources said that differences in lifestyle and stress at work contributed to this decision. During this time, Atkinson and Sunetra have 2 children, son Ben and daughter Lily, both of whom have kept a fairly private life. After the divorce, Atkinson entered a new relationship with Louise Ford, a comedian whom he met while acting in a play in the West End. This relationship received much attention from the public and the media, especially when Atkinson and Ford were rumored to have had a romantic relationship after Atkinson's divorce. One of the notable things was the age difference between the two, with Ford being many years younger than Atkinson. Although their relationship was scrutinized by the public and the media, the two have maintained their relationship and now have a daughter together. Rowan Atkinson, despite his great success in his career, has spoken out many times about the loneliness he faces. Despite always being the center of attention and receiving the love of millions of fans, Atkinson still feels isolated in a strange world. He once confided that being famous and always in the spotlight made him feel lost. Contrary to his image as a funny man, Atkinson has experienced moments of deep loneliness, especially when faced with a huge workload and the stress of maintaining his image. Although he has always been a very private person in his personal life, Atkinson has not hesitated to share about the mental stress that his profession brings. Fame sometimes becomes a burden, causing him to face pressure from the public and the media. In interviews, Atkinson has shared that he cannot always keep his spirits up. Having to maintain a cheerful and humorous appearance while suffering from internal difficulties has left him feeling exhausted. From the first years of his career, Atkinson has encountered psychological difficulties when he always has to maintain a humorous image but is never allowed to show weakness. Many times he felt that his acting career and fame had left him isolated from real society, while he felt a lack of genuine relationships. However, Atkinson also shared that he learned to cope with that pressure and found a way to deal with feelings of loneliness by spending time with his family and close friends. Despite facing difficulties in life, he still maintained an optimistic spirit and continued to contribute to the entertainment industry. Rowan Atkinson's life was not always filled with laughter and joy on screen, but it was the ups and downs in life that made him a multi-dimensional man and an inspiration to many fans. Rowan Atkinson, who is widely known for his roles as Mr. Bean and Johnny English, has had a challenging journey not only in his career but also in his personal life. After years of playing comedic characters, he suddenly faced some serious health issues, which had a profound impact on his life and the way he approached his work and personal life. The tragic end of Rowan Atkinson. In recent years, Rowan Atkinson has opened up about his health issues, especially those related to his heart. He has been suffering from several medical conditions, including heart rhythm problems and a heart condition that tends to worsen over time. This has forced Atkinson to change his lifestyle and adjust his living habits. He has realized that, despite his brilliant career success, health is always the most important factor in a person's life. Therefore, Atkinson decided to reduce the intensity of his work, limit his participation in large projects, and gradually seek more peace away from the spotlight and unnecessary stress. Notably, in 2011, Atkinson experienced a serious car accident that left him facing death at a stroke. The accident happened while he was driving a McLaren F1, one of the famous supercars he owned. The violent collision caused the car to crash into a fence and flip over, seriously injuring Atkinson. Fortunately, he did not suffer any serious injuries and fully recovered physically after a period of treatment. However, the accident left a deep psychological impact. Atkinson shared that the near-death experience changed many of his thoughts about life and career. The feeling of being deprived of life made him face a harsh reality. Sometimes we only realize the value of life when faced with danger. This is also one of the reasons why he decided to live a less ostentatious life, minimize public appearances, and focus more on taking care of himself and his family. After the accident, Atkinson no longer wanted to participate in risky activities or jobs that required too much stress. The mental scars from the accident continued to affect his psychology for a long time. Atkinson shared that, although his physical injuries have healed, the fear and anxiety about his safety are always present in his mind. The event was not only a physical shock, but also a psychological shock, causing him to rethink many aspects of his life and make major life-changing decisions. After that event, Atkinson began to reduce his public appearances and limited his participation in major projects in the film industry. He no longer wanted to take on new challenges in his work like before, but instead, he sought peace, away from the spotlight and the noise of the media. This decision became especially evident when Atkinson felt tired of the excessive attention from the public and the stress of the entertainment industry. Atkinson's health condition not only affects his personal life, but also indirectly creates a big change in his career. One of the things that worries fans is the gradual reduction of Atkinson's appearance in the media and on the big screen. Instead of participating in big projects like before, he has chosen a less ostentatious lifestyle, no longer rushing with work, but instead slowing down, taking care of himself and his family more. This change is not only a result of health issues, but also reflects the fact that behind all the glory, limelight, and fame, people still face very human challenges. Atkinson has chosen to live for himself, away from the crisis that fame brings. Throughout his life and career, he has proven that the spotlight is not always the only thing that makes us happy. Despite his personal and health struggles, Rowan Atkinson still enjoys great love and respect from fans and the public. His outstanding comedic work, especially his iconic role as Mr. Bean, has helped Atkinson build a strong relationship with audiences around the world, fans, and public reaction. His character, Mr. Bean, is not only an international comedy icon, but also an image associated with many generations, especially in Western culture. In particular, the TV show Mr. Bean has been broadcast in more than 200 countries, making Atkinson one of the greatest comedy stars of all time. the fan community still remembers him as a face that always brings laughter and memorable moments of entertainment. In addition to the love and respect from fans, Atkinson also receives deep admiration from his colleagues in the entertainment industry. In many interviews, those who have worked with him, from directors and writers to co-stars, have praised and appreciated Atkinson's talent and character. Colleagues such as Stephen Fry, who worked with Atkinson on the show Blackadder, have repeatedly expressed their respect for him. Fry called Atkinson one of the best comedians he had ever met and emphasized Atkinson's tireless dedication to the entertainment industry. When information about Atkinson's health condition was made public, fans and the public reacted with affection and concern. On social media platforms, thousands of people sent their best wishes and encouragement to Atkinson, expressing concern but also hope. Mr. Bean fans shared memories and moments that this character brought to them, along with their wishes for their idol. Fan page forums and social networks have become places for fans to express their feelings and send their best wishes. Even when Atkinson decided to reduce his public appearances and stay away from major events, the encouragement from the online community hadn't stopped. Many still remember the legendary comedy roles he left behind and hope that Atkinson will continue to stay healthy and find balance in life. Fans' love for Atkinson does not stop at the works he created, but also in their respect for the real person behind those roles. This strong support from the community is a testament to Atkinson's lasting influence in the entertainment industry, as well as the warmth he brought to fans throughout his career. Rowan Atkinson is not only famous for his humorous roles, but also for leaving a deep impression on fans through his lessons of perseverance and passion for the arts. But did you know that behind those laughs is a journey full of ups and downs and challenges that Atkinson himself had to overcome? Let's explore his legacy and lasting influence, the little-known difficulties in his life and career, as well as the words of encouragement from the community that loves him. Rowan Atkinson is not only a beloved artist, but also a legend in the comedy world. His colleagues and experts in the entertainment industry always give sincere compliments on his talent and contribution to the art of comedy. Did you know this? Reactions from colleagues. Stephen Fry, one of Atkinson's close friends and colleagues on the show Blackadder, has constantly praised his intelligence and subtle acting ability. Fry said that Atkinson is one of the most talented comedians I have ever had the opportunity to work with. Fry added that he is not only an excellent actor, but also someone with a deep understanding of comedy, knowing how to use every element to create humor skillfully. Hugh Laurie, Atkinson's co-star in Blackadder, also had words of praise. Laurie once shared that Atkinson was an irreplaceable comedian, and Atkinson's presence on any project made everything better. The two's on-screen chemistry created some of the most memorable comedic moments in television history. Ben Miller, one of his Johnny English co-stars, shared that working with Atkinson was a great honor. He rated Atkinson as a great creator and a role model for all comedians. Miller also affirmed that Atkinson could make a normal situation so funny that it was impossible not to laugh. Terry Jones, a member of Monty Python, commented on Atkinson in an interview. Atkinson is always creative and constantly challenging himself. He has taken comedy to a new level, especially with Mr. Bean. His quietness is an art that not many people can do. This comment shows the respect Atkinson receives from veteran comedians. Richard Curtis, the famous screenwriter of films such as Four Weddings and A Funeral in Notting Hill, who worked with Atkinson on Blackadder, also praised Atkinson as a rare actor who can combine charm and humor so naturally. Curtis said, "Atkinson is an icon of British comedy. No one else can do it like him, and the way he delivers stories without words is something I admire." Simon Cowell, one of the famous producers, also expressed his admiration for Atkinson. Cowell said, "Atkinson is one of the most influential artists in the entertainment industry. He is the only one who can make the audience laugh without having to say too much. That is a rare talent." Atkinson has also received international recognition from prestigious organizations. He has been awarded many prestigious awards in his career, especially the BAFTA Award for Best Light Entertainment Performance for his role as Mr. Bean. In particular, his career was not only loved domestically, but also affirmed its global influence. When Mr. Bean became a phenomenon in many countries, with a large number of fans. With praise from colleagues and experts in the industry, it can be affirmed that Rowan Atkinson's career is not only a success story, also a legacy with far-reaching influence in comedy art. His contributions reshaped the way people viewed comedy and brought joy to millions of people around the world. Legacy. Rowan Atkinson, one of the world's most famous comedy legends, has made a deep mark on the entertainment industry with his unforgettable roles. With the character of Mr. Bean, he skillfully built an international comedy icon, overcoming cultural and linguistic boundaries to bring joy to audiences in more than 200 countries. Without a single line of dialogue, just with gestures, eyes, and facial expressions, Atkinson made the audience laugh naturally and emotionally. That is his talent for creating humor through body language and seemingly simple but extremely creative and humorous situations. These performances were not only commercially successful, but also succeeded in building a priceless legacy, making his name an indispensable part of the history of comedy. Besides Mr. Bean, Atkinson has also been a member of the Comedy Central. Bean. Atkinson also has another extremely successful character, Johnny English, a silly spy who accidentally always succeeds in dangerous situations. This series not only continues to affirm Atkinson's unique humor, but also proves his ability to turn familiar action scenarios into humorous scenes, breathing new life into them. His career is not only associated with his roles, but also with his endless creative talent, always finding ways to break the limits of the comedy genre, bringing the audience new and different entertainment experiences. However, behind the stage lights is a person full of determination and perseverance, not only facing challenges in the profession, but also in life. Rowan Atkinson, although a world-famous star, has faced many personal difficulties. His public confrontation with health problems, especially cardiovascular disease, shows his strength and determination in overcoming challenges. Those who love him admire not only his acting talent, but also Atkinson's resilience in his personal life. His success comes not only from his roles, but also from the way he overcomes all difficulties and maintains his passion for art. In addition, Atkinson's personal life is not without ups and downs. Although he had a long-term marriage and had 2 children with Sunetra Sastry, their relationship ended after 24 years. Atkinson's sharing about his marriage and divorce has shown another side of life, which is not always as easy as the characters he portrayed on screen. After the breakup, he started a new relationship with Louise Ford, and his personal life gradually became a topic of special interest to the public and the media. When mentioning Rowan Atkinson, fans not only remember a talented actor, but also a model of perseverance and passion for art. Despite facing challenges in life and career, he always maintains a creative spirit, always striving to overcome adversity. Those who love him hope that Atkinson will continue to be in good health and return to the screen in a new project to continue bringing laughter to fans around the world. The legacy he leaves behind will always live forever, becoming an endless source of inspiration for future generations of artists and for those who love the art of comedy. The encouragement and love from the online community, colleagues in the entertainment industry, and fans are always a great source of motivation for Atkinson to continue on his artistic path. The good wishes that fans give him show the deep affection that the public has for someone who has contributed so much to the comedy industry. It was not just his on-screen roles, but his personality and sincerity that created a strong connection with people, making Atkinson not only a star in the public eye, but also a symbol of optimism and perseverance in life. What do you think about Rowan Atkinson's career and talent? Which of his roles left the deepest impression on you? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more interesting updates. Thank you, and see you in the next videos.